I got your antidote. You need the antidote. I got your antidote. Bottle of hay, yeah. I'm feeling fine, crack me a Dutch shot. Time to unwind, yeah. Kama Sutra in my thoughts, I'm hoping she won't shut me down. If she ain't the one for the night, I know others in town. Trying to do right. If she go bye, me it's so insane thing. That's just what time. If you say that you're gone, I just act like it's nothing to me. When you say that you love me, it's something I didn't believe. Back on my bullshit, stuck on my ways, I always ignored them. On bad behavior, should've done right. You say I lie, showed in the light. Now there's no chillin' with you. This that on my mistakes. 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 This one for you. This one for you. This one for I ain't gon' see you again. This one for you. This one for you. This one for the lost me in love and pray. This one for you. 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 Summertime blue. Fall of ship, all aboard, brace the dip, love at war. Wish I could do magic just like Dumbledore. Would we be a better fit if I wasn't so reckless? Never did I leech onto you, wasn't looking a benefit. Follow me down this road. But when we end, I should've been no. Heart with a heart about 2 years ago. Now with a thought, you know how it go. You were a class act that could've played the full stage. Full plate was full, never knew I was capable of playing you. That was too late for two. I was out of my mind on 9-9. Blame it on the wine, oh la la. Really not the type for drama. Still I pay the price for karma. You say I lie. Should've done right. Showed in the light. There's no chillin' with you. This that on my mistakes. 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 This one for you. This one for you. This one for I ain't gon' see you again. This one for you. This one for you. This one for the lost me in love and pray. This one for you. This one for you. This one for
You. What's good, y'all? What's good? How is everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are staying dry, especially if you are in the tri-state area, because it is wet. Not playing is going to be raining for the next couple of days, but for the actual holiday, it's supposed to be pretty decent. What about Sunday? Sunday's supposed to be good too, or is it just... Nah?
Only good day is supposed to be Monday.
So yeah, barbecue is going to have to hold up, relax.
Save it to Monday, kids.
Save it to Monday. Boy, that's going to be a lot of barbecuing, boy. Had to consolidate all that into one day. Oh, man.
I mean, yeah, if you get people out there, that should go. But yeah, cooking that stuff. I mean, a 3-day cookout, that should be that's a lot. Nigga, that's a lot.
Swap houses. I do today, you do tomorrow.
Nah,
shit
nigga.
Like that. Nah.
I like to cook out, but nigga, after a while, that smoke be all up in your shit, nigga. That shit get on your skin. And
True.
next thing you know, you smell like all types of hickory, nigga.
Can't get the smell out your clothes.
Fuck no, nigga. You gotta wash everything.
That shit be there to stay, man.
Yeah, you gotta wear some bullshit when you out there, like smoking or grilling
all
or that shit.
All up on the grill and shit.
Yep, you will smell like every type of meat, beef, grease.
Facts, nigga.
Nigga, for real.
What's good? How y'all doing? Welcome to the casting room, where we break down TV shows and movies done our way. We're two gentlemen who love movies and TV shows. We're movie buffs. Is what we do. I am Truth. Across the table from me is my partner, Jeff, a.k.a. Mr. Socks. How are you today?
I'm good, man. This fucking allergies. Some of this rain knocked me out.
This is like, I'll be honest, this is the first year I've ever had allergies.
Yeah, they back with a fierce
Never
passion.
had it. Now I have it. It's not cool.
Yeah.
I don't have it as like severe as other people, thank God. But,
yeah.
You know, the little bit I have, I'm still crying. So shout out to y'all individuals who got allergies, man. My hearts and prayers go out for y'all because we've been getting seasoned the last couple of days.
Yo, the whole week before, my car was just like
Yeah, it was
covered
just
in
like-
pollen. I was
yeah,
like,
man.
God damn.
I remember somebody was saying Mother Nature's out here seasoning us like chicken. I hit the fucking floor in that one. The guy's like, yo, you not lying, but that shit's still funny. For real.
Yeah,
for real.
man.
Oh, man. So we're going to get into it. Have some fun. What do we start with? Let's start with here. Army of the Dead. This is Zack Snyder, right?
Yes.
Production. And I wanted to just start put a little extra in it as far as movies, because I want to compare this movie and a couple other movies, and I want to compare the budget and the casting and everything to see how it matched up and see how we felt about the situation.
Okay.
All right, so this was a Netflix movie. All right, that had a budget of $90 million budget.
Oh, okay. It shows.
And 89 of it was all about CG, because the rest of that shit, but
Yeah.
what was your thoughts on it, Judge? You got it. I just wanted to let you know that we had $90 million budget. We're going to go to all the films, and we're going to compare who put out the best product with the budget they had.
That 89 million, I think half went to Zach, and then he was just like, "You, yeah, can y'all do a movie for me on the strength?" Like, cause this, I don't know. Flying high off of his, director's cut.
And that, cha-ching, homie. You were, I'd be like,
I
it went
give you
off,
that.
and then everybody started running to you.
I give you that.
Cha-ching.
I give you that. That was a way bigger budget, way bigger studio, bigger actors, A-list actors, if you want to say, compared to the B-list actors here.
I don't think it was B. You had one A-lister.
Who?
You had one A-lister, which is Batista. He's an A-lister. I'm sorry. That's Marvel right there. He's you know what I mean. That's $1 billion films right there. So he's an A-lister.
My God, he's not even acting, he's
Right,
just saying
true,
lines because the
true.
character is just like it's not a
I'm
sophisticated
not arguing with
character.
you on that one, but at the end of the day, it's still, he's an A-lister.
I kept hearing since we jumped on Batista.
Right.
I'm looking at other people's reviews. I'm looking at other minority people review this, black, couple Asian, and I was like, I said, y'all want to stay in good graces with the network, not the network, but the
Production studios.
production studio, yeah, that slid you this, to get the early cut or whatever it is. I can't be mad at you. They start saying, oh, it's showing Batista's range. I said, range? This guy was horrible. This guy was looking down, trying to have connection scenes. I said, I think I'm not saying he's not taking acting classes, but if this is his strength or he's developed better, I don't know what to expect. I said, I didn't see any connection. I didn't see connection with the girls, and so he started moving like an action movie, with firing a gun or fighting.
Once the fighting scene come up, you was like, oh, okay.
Great. I said, if this is the case or he wants to develop, he probably needs to do war movies. You know what I'm saying? Put him in things like that and slowly let him develop into not just a stereotypic character, but show his other sides along with his actions. Just make it real and connecting. I think he was better in what was the one where they were
Spy?
when they were in the future. They were in the future hotel Armistice.
Oh,
Hotel
I forgot
Armistice?
he was in that.
Remember that? He was just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bodyguard. I think he had better range in that. You know what I'm saying? And he was just, connected with what's the name off of it. The movie was quickly put together.
Yeah, you could tell.
It was quickly put together. And it had nothing to do because he was doing the Warner cut. Not at all. This was a quick money grab for him to get extra budgeting or backing for his other film projects coming up. And you can tell, Netflix, give us something for this summer. You know what I mean? We know you worth it. Your name's gonna grab. We'll give you this. You grab a good. Okay, we'll call him an A-lister if you want, and then we'll give you a B-list cast.
No, it was C, nigga. This is C and D.
I wouldn't set up Omari like that, or the Spanish
chick
who died. I think those two are better actors than C.
I
think they better
I got her
actors than
cured
C.
up already. I wanted to really talk about her, who stole the show.
But that's
and
my
then
point.
Omari does what he normally does.
Does right.
It's the dude is just a phenomenal actor. It don't
Right.
matter what kind of role he puts you in, he just molds it.
But that's my point. You have people who can really craft. That range went, if you want to call it a range, but it's him just going down. He's like him acting mature. He's not Ghost or something.
All his characters are Ghost.
Yeah.
Even with, you know what I mean?
In some form. Yeah.
The funny one, the comedy with Omar Epps and what's the name? Which had me fucking dying.
Oh, yeah.
When he was asking the guy for the rope and tape, not knowing he about to tie that nigga up with the shit.
Yeah.
Tears was in my eye. So he's always in that range.
I think what else? The movie, the script itself had too many plot holes. Too many. I was like, yo, you ain't getting nobody to proofread this. Yeah, we ain't had to get a full rewrite, but just be like, hey, this one don't work. And none of it made sense. Like, I give you an example, and we're gonna go through all the spoilers, so don't you worry about it. This is spoiler filled, kids. If the guy owned the vault, the casino, why didn't he just give you the passcode? Why did you have to break in? I'm sitting there like, yo, wait, huh? Wait, what? How are you supposed to walk out of there with all that money on a helicopter? That if all that money was
With
going,
4 bags, nigga.
my nigga,
4 bags,
book
nigga.
bags. At that,
Yeah,
they weren't
yeah.
they weren't even like dragging duffels. I'm sitting there like,
I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna let you know. I know that, weighing money means we're talking about some serious pounds here.
my dude.
These niggas had 2 duffel bags to put on the elevator.
And then a helicopter from 1987. It's talking about how they all fit on. First of all, you have 14 people going in there. It's talking about how we all making it out. I was like, yo, this math, bro. I was like, all right, whatever. But it was just too many. And then the robot, you had like robot zombies. Anyway, go ahead. It was just too much. You were everywhere with it. Oh, they supposed to do a cartoon prequel to this or something.
I think the cartoon would probably be really good. This was trash.
Yeah.
All right, so I know everyone's saying, oh, man, it's so good, this and that. Y'all just looking at the action. And I will say this. Zack Snyder could put together some good action scenes.
He's great at cutting
He's great at
scenes.
action scenes. I will tell this. I don't think he actually did this one. I'm sorry. I think he put his name on it. And he probably touched it here and there. But I won't even put this trash shit on him. Even on his worst day. He wouldn't put anything out this bad. Now, Jeff already told you guys about the 5,000 plots.
Yeah.
All right? Whoever did the casting, don't ever do a movie ever again. I'm so fucking serious.
But the casting equates to money.
No, not even. Because look at it from this standpoint. The budget went toward. Now, the special effects were good. I'm not even gonna fuck with you there.
They weren't
Special
bad.
effects
Yeah.
were good.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you they up, Wakanda. You know what I mean? But that shit, the special effects was good.
Right.
So I guarantee you, 60 to 70% of the budget went into the casting. I mean the
Special effects.
Special effects. So it starts off with they're transporting this Bing, or we don't know what's in it, but they're transporting it. They get into an accident. It opens up. Yeah, okay. Something had to happen. And then all of a sudden they box this shit all off. And I'm like, nigga, 2 fucking dumpsters, you boxed it off? Like, for real, nigga?
Magically.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on,
all
man.
the zombies stayed in one area where they
stayed
could.
there.
Where they
Now,
could
we
just
have
put
smart
up.
ones.
Yeah.
We got stupid ones, but the smart ones didn't want to climb. They can
Yeah.
run fast and think and act, You know, but everything else, as far as getting the fuck out of there, they don't want to do. Makes
Right.
absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
It was all over the place. The daughter of Batista's main character was horrible. Horrible. Off. She should have ran off for her lover
Yeah.
or her wife or her husband. Not some bitch she met with 2 kids, nigga.
Who still didn't make it. Spoiler alert, nigga. Yo.
This bitch with 2 kids
Yeah.
risked everything,
Yeah.
left her kids to a complete fucking stranger that she
Yeah.
just met.
Yeah.
For $5,000, nigga. nigga. Zach, I'm telling you, Zach can't do this shit, nigga. This shit was like, the shit that was coming out of here, I just kept looking at the complete space on the couch next to me when I was watching this shit. Because it's like, are you seeing what the fuck I'm seeing? I'm a Gemini, so I would do that. I'm like, you really seeing this horrible ass plot that's
Yeah.
happening? And I'm like, all this budget went straight to the action scenes, the choreography,
Yeah.
and Batista.
Yeah.
Now, you had 2 people to me that obviously stood out. That's Amari and Samantha Wint.
Look, Omari,
He could play the fuck out the role.
he can be a scene stealer,
Yes, the fuck.
especially if you're not good. So there was nobody on his level there.
At all.
You know what I'm saying?
At
So
all.
that's why to me, I was like, you can't have him show up Batista. If Batista's the star of the show, that's why you only gave him the quick one-liners. Shut up, hold this. What you doing, boy? You know what I'm saying? Going against and it was cute with him and the little the German dude. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that
The
shit
German
was
saved
funny.
his
I
life
give
and
up.
all that.
That shit was funny.
But you look, I'm gonna be honest. That would have been a better movie.
Yes.
That would have been a better movie. Those 2 breaking in.
Yes.
And then having to hire the rest of the motherfuckers so they can get in there and get the fuck out. But again, that's a total rewrite. I'm just saying.
Come to True Vibe TV.
I'm
It's
just
like,
that would have been a total rewrite.
we
But
help
that,
y'all out with every fucking thing.
That
This
would have
shit
been
was
a
crazy.
better movie to watch than what we watched.
I won't get into the real bad shit. All right, so I want to get into Samantha Wynn's young lady. She played the part of Chambers. This is the Latin young lady who had the headband. Now, you were wondering why she was moving so well. She's actually a martial artist.
Okay.
She's been in tournament since 2008,
Nice.
which is why she looks so fluid, moving that way. Now, for your individuals, like we always talk when we talked about the Mortal Kombat situation, where we finally got a Sonya who can actually move these moves, and
Right.
not that other one who was all over the place and didn't even know how to put 2 fists up. You know what I mean? This is your young lady who's familiar with martial art moves.
Right.
Stole the show.
Right.
That you give me that movie, that 10 minutes of her, I would watch that all day long. Cause she was giving them zombies the fucking business.
Yeah.
And then she dies without telling the nigga what happened, and then tell the nigga to leave, and they're sitting there watching her get attacked while she ain't get bit yet. And I'm just like, nigga, are you seeing what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
so she wouldn't tell her what was going on. She didn't know what was going on. She just told her, nigga, I know you up to something. I'm like, nigga, like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
You are destroying this shit. And again, over and over again, it saved itself with the action scenes. When they finally got from the vault, they got down and they had to go across to the elevator on the other side to get to the roof. And they were being attacked by the zombies, and you had the shootouts and stuff like that. That is the action over and over again is what saved the movie to be watchable for me.
To me, it didn't. I mean, the action itself was crazy. The zombies, okay, quick moving zombies. All right, I liked it. We got that point. The alpha was very smart. You know, he can move fast.
Right, and the whole entire
You
time
train
I'm
the rest
saying,
of 'em.
okay, we're gonna get a prequel to this shit. But go ahead.
We have to. We have to because they had like alien parts in it. They had it seemed like the story was cut up so many ways, and then they just fought. They left so many loose
Pieced
ends.
a bunch of shit together.
They did because homie was in there with the head. All right, You could have told them. Instead of them going in with the money, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm in here to get ahead. Y'all can take this money. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all security. Again, a better story. You know what I'm saying?
The
And we
motherfucking
can get the
smart
house.
ones came out before they even went in there.
My dude, thank you. See, and that's the shit that killed me. Because if the military's working with them, all they had to do was get a sniper at the edge, hog tie that one,
Like she did.
take her out, and then be like, I nuke this place. We can get out of here.
Let's go.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing else to do.
And then
Forget
the
it.
shit that really like blew my fucking mind is when the Germans saved Amari, but he wound up getting bit anyway.
Yeah,
When he didn't get bit though, he didn't get bit.
That's the kicker. I'm like, who the hell bit him at the end? Because he
He
pushed him
didn't
away.
get bit.
Right,
That's the whole thing.
right.
I'm like, oh come on.
Yeah, I don't get any of that. I don't get any of that.
I mean, I don't know if you can. Well, I mean, obviously, you may be able to get him if you pay him out the ass, because Power's getting so bad they can't pull shit out the woodwork. They trying to get him back to come back to Power and be like, would you be willing to come the fuck back, nigga? Because
It's-
I don't know if niggas we done brought 2-Bit back, nigga. We about to bring the nigga who died in season 1 back to try to keep this shit going
Yeah.
because the sun can't hold the weight.
It's looking like they're gonna need him to come back out of the.
Yeah, that shit's
He
bad.
magically arose like
Yeah,
Jesus.
nigga.
He
So,
popped up.
I mean, if you want to watch it, it is watchable. The action scenes are enjoyable. It's not like it's trash. It's just, again, we pull movies apart because we love movies. And when you throw, like, a curveball or try to cover this eye while you doing shit over here, like we can't see it, we gonna see it.
I can't say this is watchable. I'm gonna be
can't?
honest. I can't say this is watchable.
I think the action keeps you involved.
But it's not. It's too many dead zones. It's not
that's
action
the
to action to
comic,
action.
The part you can't, the shit with the daughter. Fast forward. The fucking coyote. I thought she was gonna be a bigger part of it. She had no reason being in it.
I was like, she ain't know another way out.
Nothing.
They
She ain't
couldn't
know nothing.
split up and then they go that way.
Yeah,
and then,
she ain't know nothing.
I was like, yo, nothing made sense in this whole movie.
No.
It's too many loose threads. You have robot zombies. Where did they come from? Why were they there? You had the pregnant zombie. The queen was pregnant, and then it was like, okay, what are we doing? In the beginning, they had aliens.
They're doing all this shit. If she the queen, it just.
Thank you. At that point, thank you. I said I knew they couldn't pay too much on the special effects because that tiger only killed one person. But that motherfucker walking around everywhere else, you see what I'm saying? I was like, yo, you can have him slash. He could have been. I don't know.
Couldn't afford it.
Couldn't afford it. That's it. I was like,
Well, Jeff says not watchable. I say I think if you like action, you'll be able to bear the entire movie because it's not like it's 2 hours. I think it was an hour and a half, some shit like that.
no, nigga, it was 2.5 hours.
It was 2.5 hours? Yeah, you're right. It's the other movie I think was
Yeah.
2 hours. So, I mean, fast forward. Whenever you see the daughter, just fast forward.
You could have edited. See, this is when you need that WB editing. Go ahead, knock that down to hour 10.
The daughter didn't even need to be in it.
Yeah,
So
we ain't even
it
miss
shouldn't have
anything.
been- none at all.
We didn't miss anything without her.
Nothing at all. Shit was crazy. But again, try it yourself. I think you would enjoy the action. I think you would enjoy it. And knock yourself out. But the same people who like this didn't like Mortal Kombat, which made no fucking sense.
Now, see, with Mortal Kombat, I know what I'm getting into, and the action was good.
Right, but the people who
CGI
didn't like it
was
was the people
good.
who weren't our age, who grew up actually on it. You just started playing it because it was on Xbox and PlayStation.
Right. And Mortal Kombat got legs. He got room to grow. They got more money for the next one.
You know the budget's gonna be.
You get what I'm saying? So now we're gonna get better special effects. You know what I'm saying? We can blast out the cast again, but this had no room to grow. But I know it was a setup so Batista can get other movies and Zach too. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna give you this new space movie, whatever it is, in 2024.
There you go.
Hey man.
There you go. All right, yo. Do judge it yourself. All right, let's keep it moving. Get that out here. Let's keep it moving. We went and checked this out last night.
Way better movie.
Oh, this
Way better
Quiet Place 2. All right. This movie here, let me get it because I got it all here. Now, mind you, that was Army of the Dead was 90 million.
Yes.
Quiet Place was 61 million dollars budget.
It's not bad. Yeah.
So we're talking about $30 million less, and put out a way better, a way better project overall, and it actually hit the theaters. So those of you who are familiar, not familiar, this is part 2 of part 1, where the Earth was invaded by creatures from outer space, and these creatures hunt by sound.
Right.
What I loved about part 1, because like everyone was saying, well, could you put out a great movie without really like verbal dialogue? Like they had maybe about the entire movie, maybe 200-300 words, the entire film, and I'm probably giving way more than they actually spoke. Everything was sign language. You saw a monster maybe once or twice, you know what I mean? Until towards the end.
I think there was more talking in this, but I gotta spoil it, kids.
There you go.
You know, I'm sorry. As we see, because they go to an island where people are living regular. I'm not gonna tell you why. I'll leave that part there. I'm not gonna tell you why.
I'll spoil everything for you. Fuck, you watch this. You know what I mean? Jeb is nice.
I'm trying to leave it. I'm trying to. But we get more talking, which works out in our favor. It plays on the thing like, what if I was with the deaf girl, which is good, you know, because now the father's gone, somebody who doesn't speak sign language, and he's sitting there like, oh, fuck, I gotta figure out communicate, say with me, goddamn it, you know, and she thinks that he left, but she can't go out and look and hear for him, and you get a lot of stuff there. The movie was well done. You had great actors.
Brought the whole cast back, and
Yep.
it started off.
Well, the father's in it.
Started off in the beginning. It brought the father back. It started off with the day it actually happened. And what I loved about this, they didn't go too far back, 10 days before, 3 months prior. No, the day of, this shit broke loose. They started that day with the craziness and how things were going about. And obviously you had dialogue there because they're not, you know, they don't have to be quiet.
Yeah, when you think, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
When you think about it, I want to put it in relation to your money. If the budget was $61 million, you had the black guy who was famous, Damien.
He always do fucking 5 minutes in a film and
but
die or get killed.
But he get a good check for
Yes,
for a cameo. That nigga get a good check. The father and the wife. Those are the two who made the film. The wife is in Emily Blunt and the guy.
Still good looking. Lord
right.
have mercy.
But those are the two who made the film, and the husband did it.
Right. Phenomenal acting, great casting.
So they get a good amount of money.
Absolutely. And then we had a lot
more
creatures.
Right. So we had a lot more creatures, but think about it. That's just one type of CGI.
True.
And you only had about 4 locations they shot. They were in the basement. They were on the train that's the same road actually trying to get slick. The railroad where they was the same road where they walked. So that's
studio.
The second. The island, the whole island. I give you that with the radio studio. They only have 4 locations, and then all the stuff they did in the first was probably some leftover from the first one, and whatever is there. So you think about it. They reused. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have to do too much. He can put it for the good. The CGI was good. You know what I'm saying? He could throw a couple mil in the CGI, pay a couple of mil to his people, pay a nice 6, 7, figures to some other regular Jews. Probably get some on the back because they know they're going to kill it, and they make out like bandits. And then it ain't cost them number $61 million. Didn't have to worry about too much of a script. You just need a good plot.
Yep, because this didn't involve the whole bunch of conversing, because it's all about being quiet.
Right.
The creatures.
Right.
And, how are they going to implement what they figured out on how to kill them?
Yep.
How are they going to implement that in? Spoiler: Part 3 is coming.
It's gonna be a part 3.
It's gonna be a part 3.
It's gonna be a part 3.
How are they gonna implement that to the rest of the world to let the world know this is how you, because their shells are so hard, nothing can get through it. You need him to open his
right,
that facial shield up to expose them.
Right,
and that's how you kill him. But when the son got caught up in that bear trap, and they sat this, I was like, oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were goners out there. It was like, dude. Boom.
Yeah. Hands down. I mean, it's definitely because we knew we had the weapon that they just developed in the first part. So it was a great progression of the story. You didn't have to build much.
Nope.
And that was the best part. You didn't have to do no complicated dialogue. You ain't need an extra daughter to come out of nowhere. You had the neighbor who was there, you know what I'm saying, who lost his family, come and help. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So when you think about it, they had more than enough at $61 million. They played it great because when you think back, there's only 4 locations. I said, you slick. You tried to make that railroad 2 different places. I get where you're going. It was a good movie. It was a way put together better movie. For $61 million, it shows. You know what I mean? And only because of the premise, they didn't need much. I don't know how much goes to the script. Probably a lot goes into script writing, but it depends how you're playing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they can do this at 61, you know what I'm saying? Imagine if we give him 120. Yeah. Because part 3 got to be action.
Because they're gonna be hunting them. So like you said,
if that's not part 3, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it again. Yeah,
they're gonna be hunting them.
Yeah.
Going after them, trying to wipe the world out from them. But like acting.
Yeah.
A-listers.
Yeah.
Coming back to do it again, and like you said, bringing the entire cast back, didn't have to change kids and
nope.
Situation may be, and I'm like, yo, good movie.
Yeah.
Wasn't disappointed. Was it as good as the first one? No. And usually part 2s aren't.
Right.
But it was still good.
Oh, yeah, it's so good though. I wasn't
still
disappointed.
Good.
I wasn't any of that. Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah.
So, but hey, part 3 is definitely coming.
Oh, hands down.
I don't know if it would be one of those rushed type situations, which you could do with this cast because they're just that fucking good and talented.
Well, no, because part 3 is gonna have to change.
You think with the CG and everything, the budget?
You'll probably keep the mom, the daughter, and the family, and them trying to put together some type of resistance. You know what I'm saying? Or like build a town like that and then put together a resistance because we know how to defeat them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Have everybody try to come to you and spoiler alert, to get on the island. That's it.
All right, so if I did have one pet peeve with this movie, it was why the individuals who were around the boat area themselves never went to the island.
My nigga. It seemed like, well, no, he was killing them. He was jumping on the boats, killing them. Spoiler alerts, kids. Here we go, because we don't talk about boats and no islands right now. They can't swim. These things can't swim. And they said a couple of people knew that who got on the ferry. The 2 ferries that got away, they saw that they couldn't swim. Let's get to a fucking island. So, hopefully, like the Puerto Ricos, the DRs, all them shits are populated. When you think about it, in actuality, hopefully, one of those pods didn't land and let those monsters out. You know what I mean? Whatever the hell it is. That's a great question, but I think he was trying to tell you that they were, when he was like, all the people who survived are like, they're sadistic, they're evil. You know what I'm saying? And it just showed that they were crazy because I didn't know if they were going to rape that little girl.
Yeah, I was like,
I didn't know what the fuck he was going to do because everybody was quiet. And then when I thought they had the rope attached to the bar so he couldn't move. I didn't know that shit was just the noise maker.
Right.
So I'm sitting in there. I was like, that's what I was looking. I was like, all these niggas hopping around. Where the fuck is this monster? I said, there's about 4 or 5 of these bitches in the area. Nigga, where are the monsters?
As soon as
I was sitting there like, yeah.
That nigga up.
Because that would have been it. I was like, how fast can y'all run?
He was
dumb.
lit.
Yeah.
Chris was lighting that ass.
That's up. Yeah. That shit jumped from boat to boat
Yeah.
and started killing them and then jumped in the water and it was like couldn't swim. And it was stupid enough. And that itself was a kind of a little plot hole now that I think about it. Because I was like, if the shit can hear and understand what water is, because the shit was walking through the water when she was in the bunker, remember?
Right.
She set the sprinkle off, and so it knew what water was, and it was like, nigga,
I think
you
ocean
can't
sounds
swim
a
it.
little more different.
Maybe, I give you that.
And like, the boat and the people on the boats, when he was actually hearing, which is why it jumped on the boat.
Yeah.
And when it tried to get off, it was like, oh shit.
Yeah, maybe. But at that point, it's cool. I definitely get it at that point. And then here's another plot point. How come another boat that never floated over there with one of them shits on there like that one?
Well, because remember the one that was on top.
Yeah.
Because the one drowned, and the other one was on top.
Right, but the shit
He was
floated.
he was in the middle. I don't
You
know
see
how
what I'm
they
saying?
did it.
Like, I know it's not gonna
Yeah.
be like, I hear you over there. Let me
Yeah.
paddle, nigga. No,
I have to
that
watch
shit
that
ain't-
part again. Because I don't know if
Yeah.
it came through the tunnel or if it came on the boat,
I had to come on the boat.
which it would have tore them up because it hurt them.
That's
Because they're
what I'm
not like thinkers. So
Right.
that would be the only thing we would have to pick apart or have a
Yeah.
issue or problem.
But a small fix.
Small fix.
It's a small fix. Other than that, it's
Overall,
still a
great
good movie.
movie.
Yeah.
And Blunt is a phenomenal actress.
Yeah.
I mean, she could cry on cue. You just feel her pain, her
Dude.
passion.
Hands
You know,
down.
she, like even when she was in the fucking pharmacy, like that, just that,
Yeah.
like simply as moving a bottle, like that technique of, you know, the director just slide it, quiet, okay, reach over,
Yep.
like not just pick it up and move it. Nah,
Right.
it's like
I'd have been in that bitch. 2
Yeah.
bills left. Dead. Nigga, dead.
Crazy. All right, let's keep it moving. It's a movie that I saw this morning, that just saw already.
Oh, those who wish me dead. Yeah.
Those Who Wish Me Dead. $20 million budget.
That was it? It was only 20?
Only $20 million budget.
With Angelina in that? Who she did this shit for? Taxes?
She probably put off like about 15. Now, and I all right, here's what I want to say about this. Now, Jeff, did you like it before I go in?
Yes and no. This is one of those. All right, I'll watch this with the Army of the Dead Eyes. Meaning, it's a great. It's a cute action film. It's a cute film. You know, you get the background of the story. The father running. Angelina trying to turn herself around in life, and you know why she's only a spotter, and you know why she's not with doing everything else that she wanted to do. I took it from that point. Was it a great movie? No. Would I go see it in the movie theaters? No. Do I like it comparable to the Dead? Yes. Again, the plot. I like the action between the two assassins. You know, when they were talking to each other and how to move and all this stuff. I like those things. Like it was built up for it. It still needed to work, but it wasn't that bad. And you tell me it was $20 million. I can't believe $20 million on this.
Only
thing.
20 mil.
I can't believe 20 mil.
20 mil.
What'd she take? How much? What's else
So
like?
it says the mediocre started giving its $20 million production budget. Said the number one spot. It brought in overseas $3.3 million. Internationally, it has gained $12 million so far, and that's of May 16th.
Well, this was one of those straight to movies, straight to home things.
It went straight to the movie. It was
No,
it,
I mean
cinema
the
only.
No, it was both. This was both.
No.
Nah, this wasn't both.
Nah, this wasn't both. We just got the hookup, but this wasn't both.
Nah, nigga.
This wasn't both. This came straight out just in the movie theaters, but we with the hookup we got, we was able to get that 1080p copy, but this is straight to theater. So, and within the first week, it made 13 mil. I mean 12 mil.
In America.
Worldwide,
Okay.
globally.
Okay.
International companies globally, it earned 12 in the first week, so it'll make its money back. It'll make a small profit. I loved it.
Look, I'm giving it the eyes of that. I was like, I liked it. I liked the premise. I liked it all.
I'm looking at this and I'm like $20 million.
Now that you
And you look at this fucking star-studded A-list cast. I mean, come on. I mean, we're talking about Angelina Jolie. We already know her. We're talking about Sawyer. This is the Punisher. Okay. We're talking about Finn, who's played a lot of kid roles. Okay, we're talking about Nicholas. We're talking about Beast from what's his name? We're talking about
Shit, that was Beast.
Yes, that was Beast.
That was the assassin was Beast.
Yeah.
And the other dude is in a whole bunch of stuff
we're talking
too.
about Adrian, who's
Yeah.
Lord. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I
God.
can't think. Yeah.
We're talking about. I'm so mad because the last season fucked the whole shit up, so nobody talks about it anymore. Game of Thrones, and a whole bunch of other thing. And then Tyler Perry, and I don't give a fuck what you say. That nigga can play those roles.
Yeah.
That evil ass role.
Yeah.
That nigga could play that role, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even had Tori Kittles, who played Ryan, one of the firefighters. The father, Jake, who's been in many other fucking films. This shit was studded with A-lister cast. And I'm looking, I'm like, $20 million. And that's why I'm purposely letting you guys know we have Army of the Dead, 90. Quiet Place, 61. And then we got the biggest star-studded cast, $20 fucking million.
So this goes back to that day and date argument we had months ago when they were talking about doing it, and we were like, "Oh, that's a genius idea." When they made this movie and signed this contract, you ain't got to tell me. I'm just looking at her. She ain't cheap. No,
she's not.
Yeah, she ain't cheap. I don't care. I don't care if you want a cameo or a phone call from her. She ain't cheap. Tyler Perry ain't cheap. He got a nice little budget. Everybody you mentioned.
She's a multi-hundred millionaire. Tyler Perry's a fucking billionaire.
My dude. So they probably took back end deals. When you think about it, because when they made the movie, the world was regular.
I see what you're saying.
They thought niggas is gonna be out. We gonna put it right in between the Marvel and we gonna put it.
The Titanic where everybody took their money on their back end.
Yep.
And that's why
Yep.
Leonardo DiCaprio was paid worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
For years.
Right. So when you think about it, it's probably one of those deals. Because when you say $20 million, that shit don't even add up to what she get.
That's it.
I
I think you're right. I think everyone say, you know what? I'll take less.
This
to
is
get
one
more in the back end
right.
because the storyline was great.
The story was good. The story was good.
The two assassins back and forth was great. I'm talking about it wasn't like they pieced together action scene. It was these niggas really played action.
The way they were shooting.
Yes.
The way the Punisher's wife, the black girl, was going after the motherfucking assassin, and the nigga was sitting there, and they was like, "I want that bitch."
But the way it was done was so perfect. So she knew how to shoot because she was from Montana, and that's all people do is hunt.
And they were survival experts. So
she
gave the code. I think it was like, "That's a motherfucking code word.
Yeah.
Get up, folks. Get
but
out of here."
It's not like she was training with the SEALs. She missed every once in a while, but when she was dead on, she knew how to hit.
Right.
Or like the professional niggas when the sheriff showed up, and that nigga been in a lot of the fucking movies.
Yes.
He showed up with that ta-ta-toot right through the...
Yeah.
I mean, look at the way the car pulled up, and he knew when to open the door and get out with the gun ready. Like the little details of this movie. And this shit I could watch over and over again.
But the shit was filmed excellent. When the dude got in the tree, he was like, "I don't trust that motherfucker." And he went up in the tree, and he watching him. He's like, he's talking to somebody. But that shit up. Yeah. That's why. But look, those details make the shit. So that's why I said it was a great movie for that. That's why I said, is it the best movie I saw all year? I wouldn't give it that. But
watch it again.
Way better than everything we said out so far.
Absolutely.
When you tell me it's $20 million, I wouldn't believe it's $20 million.
I was shocked.
So then, but this leads me to the back end deals. So everybody got screwed on this because the world is in the turmoil. Because I guarantee
they'll make it when like this goes to streaming platform. They'll make their money back from there. So for them, even though the ones who took back office deals.
Yeah.
Once it gets sold to a Netflix or it gets sold to
Amazon or whatever
Amazon
the hell.
Prime or whatever for 40, 50 mil,
Yeah.
they'll get their money back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, I'm looking at it and I'm really trying to tear this movie apart. And I'm like, yo, okay, you didn't have to give me too much background. The father explained it. I work for this person.
Yep.
I found out some shit I wasn't supposed to find out.
Right.
It's connected to a lot of powerful people. That's all we need to know.
Yep.
We ain't had to go and sit at the Bradley, the office, the back meetings and shit like that. We knew this nigga was connected and niggas was after him. And the way these assassins worked, it made you believe they were professional.
Oh, they was hand down professional. When the homies went to the house,
Yeah.
it was like the gas man. And it was like, hey, check
Got a
this
little
out.
blood on your shirt.
Uh-huh.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then him knowing, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
let's go. And then we ain't going to work today or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the son did a nice role. You know, you don't really expect kids to do Oscar-winning awards. But hey, he fed, I believed his role.
He was well enough for a kid actor. He was really good. It fit the part, you know, and how he showed an attachment to Angela Jolie.
Right.
What's next? Where we going? So I want to go with you with all that
Yeah,
stuff.
you got to find something. And then Angelique Jolie, just give you a little back. This is a lady who was in charge of firefighters, read the fire wrong, and kids died, and
Right.
a couple of her fellow firefighters died.
Right.
And they hit her with a psych valve, and they kind of like put her in the boondocks
Yeah.
where
yeah.
she was. And, you know, she's fighting that battle, remembering that day over and over again, watching the 3 kids die, watching her coworkers die because of she believes she made the wrong call.
Right.
And by this happening, obviously we all knew she was going to come out of it, but it wasn't the way you thought it was going to be.
Right.
That at one scene when I thought they were going to power through the fire, she was like, "Nah, we going back, nigga. Shit ain't right."
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And then she powered through it to save the kid's life.
Exactly.
And that's why I was like, it's believable.
Yeah.
I get it now. I can believe this shit.
Yeah.
So $20 million, I could watch this shit again from start to finish and still be happy at how the wife knew, Survivor, she knew to have that bear spray. He's like,
Yeah.
it's the wrong way. No,
No,
it's
it ain't.
not.
Bye.
Flamethrower, nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or like when he walked up on the chick who stopped in the truck, how he did the quick movement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just tore her ass up. You know what I mean?
It's like they went to that like John Wick training school where the motherfuckers told them how to use the guns and move.
believable. You
It's-
believe these dudes were professional assassins?
It's
The way they communicate with each other?
yeah. That was shit like that made this shit interesting. When you sitting there looking at them, nah, man, I ain't holding up well. I can't do it. You know, you sitting there
Like,
telling
I
them like,
know.
yo, there's somebody in there. We gotta rock. I definitely, I like this movie. I still can't believe 20 mil.
20 mil.
Yeah, so that went all to making the movie then. That definitely went all into making the movie, getting all that stuff out of there. But then they get robbed at the end. It sucks. I mean, whatever they're gonna get back because
they're not gonna make as much as they would have if
'Cause you-
like you said, the pandemic it never happened.
you think about it, this would have been $100
First night.
million movie.
First night out. First
It-
weekend, it would have made a killing. It would have made it probably would have doubled,
Yep.
if not tripled its
Yep.
budget
Yep.
in the first night.
Yep, they would have put this out probably in somewhere a little after Black Widow or something. You know what I'm saying? Wash your palate before you go into the next. Keep the summer moving. Yep, and we would have been watching this shit like, wow, you know, like, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at
So
them.
check that out if y'all thinking about it. If you have the hookup like we do, look at it. Check it out. You will enjoy it. It's good. I just want to do this and we're going to get out of here. For you Netflix fans, you Lucifer fans, and here's the thing.
Damn, they never letting this show go.
My son, you got to beat him off the game. The fact that when this was on, he put the game down. He was like, Dad, do you know Lucifer out? I'm already watching. I didn't know it was out.
I ain't know either.
I didn't know it was out. So obviously, we're going to have the whole season, part 2, season 6, part 5, or part 2, whatever, how they're going to do it. We'll have the season broke down for you next week. But hey, you're looking for something to watch? You got The Army of the Dead. You have all these other movies. Check this out.
I got a
Lucifer-
question.
What's up?
Do you like Lucifer better now that it's on Netflix?
I need to see this one. I knew with the whole Netflix situation, it was going to take a turn, and I wanted to see where it was going to take a turn. But I've enjoyed it on Netflix so far.
Okay.
The first season with him actually coming back from hell and the twin brother, and now God is back, and he wants to retire, so everyone's fighting to take over, and that's what this season is about. So we'll have that for you next week. And since Jeff brought it up, what did you think about it so far?
What?
As far as this Lucifer with
I didn't watch. I haven't
didn't
watched
watch
it. I haven't watched it since it was on Channel 5.
Oh,
And I knew it was gonna be like raunchier, but I'm just like, is it more just nudity now?
No,
or
they
is
don't
it-
do nudity.
You get what I'm saying? Like, or
it's-
is it like what was
you
the
can
whole
tell
call?
the budget is bigger and
I
better
hope so.
as far as the CG and the effects. You see a lot more shit happening.
Okay.
So you could tell it was picked up by somebody, definitely.
Oh no, hands down. I mean, I figured it was gonna go that way, but I was like, I didn't know if they were gonna do like punchy storylines and then just
Pretty
throw a
much stick it
titty
to
in.
the script. You're just getting better effects.
Good.
Better
Good.
effects, definitely.
All right.
All right, so Jeff mentioned it, and we saw a clip. Fucking Disney.
Which one?
That it was supposed to, Black Widow was destined for the streaming platform. Now it's July 9th in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
Fucking Disney, man. Get your shit together. This shit has absolutely nothing to do with any other film. Come on.
Yeah.
You're going to lose subscribers. I'm telling you right now. You're going to lose your subscribers. HBO Max got heat in the tank, niggas. Heat in the tank. Suicide Squad. Doom. What was that other was it not the Eternals?
Eternals is Disney. They're coming.
They got they got another
What?
HBO Max got another good movie. They got some heat in the tank.
They still got a couple of bangers. They got about
got a
four
couple of
or
Boom
five.
Alone,
Yeah,
nigga.
they got about 4 or 5. And they
Matrix. Come on.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Y'all
The
gonna
Matrix.
lose some. You gotta give your subscribers something. Black Widow was your chance to give the public something. After that Mulan fiasco, 1984 fiasco, you should have gave them something, baby. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
1984 was
That was Warner Brothers. Yeah, that was them.
but they've been giving you heat all the time, so I understand that. But that Mulan bullshit trash, $40 extra, whatever, like.
They look. If Disney, all honesty, Disney is trying to play the long game, meaning they trying to go for that big money. They trying to reach that Black Panther money. They not going, they not going to reach it. They're not going to do it. They're going to do the end game money, not with Widow. In my opinion, will people come out and see it?
Yes.
Yes. Theaters only. I don't know. I think
they
you would have made more money.
Streaming it, yeah.
I think I people would pay $30 to $40 to watch Widow at home. You could have pocketed all that cash.
Me and Jeff would watch it for free at
Yeah.
1080p.
Yeah,
but
of course.
y'all would be paying.
But y'all would have got $40 a household, pocketed that cash. Didn't have to split it with no AMC. Didn't have to split it with any, you name the movie theater. Didn't have to split that shit. Keep that shit right here. You know what I'm saying? The movie lines up with the old phase. As it stands at the moment,
You got phase 4, you got phase 5.
people are worrying if Eternals will flop. That's the other one
I
coming
heard
out
it's
this month.
phenomenal. I heard it's gonna be phenomenal.
I heard it's phenomenal too. I also heard
If you fuck this shit,
Doctor Strange was gonna be in WandaVision. And they edited that nigga out too.
you had to.
I'm just
You
saying.
Had to, though. You had to though.
I'm just saying.
You had
I'm just
to.
saying. Now,
I mean, we still got Morpheus.
I
Still
think, that,
got.
I think all the Sony shit is
Venom.
gonna be trash. Venom,
But it's not rated R though.
Venom to me looks trash.
Carnage. Like, why would you do that? Not rated R.
Because they need to maximize their audience, meaning they have to make it to the kids. So they got to maximize their audience. And Sony is definitely playing for money. Sony is definitely playing for money.
Well, I mean, they only got but so much from that studio, so that I understand from them.
Yeah.
But from this $1 trillion business organization juggernaut, Disney, give niggas Black Widow. Give it to them.
At this point, yeah, you might. I honestly,
Like, come on.
I honestly think
HBO Max gonna take over. You letting Zach didn't got a full movie contract on the low somewhere
yeah. I
to
think
come out with all these heat to do it the way he want to do it.
I honestly think they need to give it to us streamed. Give it to us stream. Do both. Do day stream if you want. Cool. Y'all play around with your splits. And gear up for the Eternals. If I heard the Eternals were good, I saw that trailer. That it wasn't a trailer. It was the spoiler trailer or whatever the hell it was. And I was in that motherfucker like, yeah, what's this, man? I said, y'all trying to do Guardians of the Galaxy.
You mentioned the Avengers, and somehow you're gonna try to peel that together somehow. Whatever, I don't know.
If Eternals don't bring mutants somehow, because that's the only thing I can possibly see. Because the question falls, if they were in this galaxy when Thanos, who is the deviant or one of the in that same power as them, came down and smashed on Earth, where the F was you? And you in our timeline. You not on the Netflix niggas shit,
Well,
with
they talked
them.
about how
I was like, where were you?
They always promised not to get involved, but this happened. They got involved, but they made sure they made that said that their number one rules or how they went by was never to get involved in humans disputes and situations.
You're right,
like
but
that.
at that point, that's not a human dispute.
No, it's not.
Because it was Thanos and he was rocking the whole galaxy. So y'all could have, yo, let me hit this. I got it. Here you go. Exactly.
We done.
So in actuality, it just relieves so many questions there, and I know they're gonna tie it in perfectly. I ain't got no worries. But in the meanwhile, if you talking about these guys that do genetic stuff, if they don't give us no type of X-Men or say they went back in the future and put the X gene in motherfuckers and then turned on the switch, I don't want to see it.
Well, I mean, you got to do the Eternals to start their phases, so that has to come out. So I'm looking forward to that situation where we can start getting to the newer movies.
Doctor Strange is coming.
Doctor Strange is coming.
That's next year, though, right?
I think so.
That's next year.
But hey, man, as of Friday, the tri-state area in New York City is no 600 feet, doesn't exist anymore. You don't even have to wear masks in New York anymore. Jersey, you still have to wear masks, but the 6 feet doesn't exist anymore. So everything is at full capacity, restaurants and stuff like that. Just in time for Father's Day for women not to spend shit on them. We know it's not going to happen. But hey, I do want to say this. Even for you vaccinated people, the vaccine is meant for you to be able to survive if you did catch it. Don't think you're immune to it.
Right.
Still be safe. I know it's summertime and you got hit with a couple of 80-something degree days. And let me see now. I want to make sure I say it right. Monday, oh shit, look at Monday going to be a little rain now. But Monday is supposed to be around in the 70s, maybe rain. It's like we're going to be rain for a couple of a week and change now.
I'll take it.
Summer's coming. Be careful going out there. Stay safe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to be a hot summer, dude. Everybody's going to be out here wilding. So
John Blazer, nigga. Oh, I want to say this also.
What's that?
I don't give a fuck how new your vehicle is. You're not going to sit in no traffic for an hour with your AC blasting and don't think your motherfucking water pump ain't going to explode, nigga.
What the fuck?
I see all these motherfucking Escalades and Lincoln trucks on the side of the fucking road. That day we had that 90-degree day because you want blast the fucking AC sitting there.
Yeah.
Nigga, learn about vehicles, nigga. Like, come the fuck on, nigga. And it was all dudes, nigga. That's why I was pissed. It wasn't women. It were all dudes, nigga. And it like, put the windows down, nigga, and drive. Put it on medium or low. Get comfortable. Come on, niggas.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Tune your car up. If you have, I hope you have some money. Tune your car up. I know
Nigga,
it's been sitting for a
Fuck, nigga,
while.
get the money, nigga. Because your car
Yeah.
go, a lot of you got to travel to your job. You like to get around. Summertime come, it's called tune-up season.
Gas stand at $3. So, put some gas in it.
Nigga, that shit's serious, nigga.
Yeah. I mean,
And I took a photo. Y'all think it's bad here.
oh no.
In Pittsburgh,
No.
the regular is still more expensive than the ultimate here.
I believe it.
When I filled that tank up, that shit said $3.80 something. I was like, nigga, $3.80
Yeah, regular.
for
Yeah.
regular, nigga.
And you got to pump it yourself.
Yes, you do.
That's only Jersey, nigga. You get that shit for free. Hey, nigga, I'm in AC.
Nigga,
What's
I'm
that
so
shit?
spoiled. I'm looking around like, where the
I know. Why you see the beeping horn? Hey, I ain't got no
shit,
service.
My
nigga.
bad.
I ain't got no service here, nigga.
Like,
Look at
the
it.
fuck is going on here?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Jersey tries to keep low gas taxes, even though we are high, but Jersey keeps low gas taxes, lower than New York, and lower than
Facts.
PA. So go ahead, man. Go ahead, fill up, treat your car right. The
Yes.
summer gonna be bad. I know y'all ain't do shit last year.
If you take care of it, it'll take care of you.
Change them tires, change the motherfucking whatever the hell you got
That's
to do.
the next thing I gotta do.
Yeah,
Because I gotta go down in a couple of weeks.
yeah, man.
I'm gonna get the tires from down there. I know it's cheaper down there.
Yeah,
But that tune up, that shit hit the pocket hard. But it
Ah,
was just
yeah.
like, it needed it, nigga. I ain't like Jeff ain't warned me that our vehicles take coils. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
ain't no motherfucking wires in here, nigga.
yeah.
Them coils was 2 and change, nigga.
Yeah, no distributor
was
caps
like,
no more.
damn.
nigga. Yeah,
Holy shit.
they get you.
Ah.
They get
All
you.
right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us. Well, again, we'll have Lucifer for you next week and some other stuff. You know how we do. They got some other shit coming out in the pipeline. We'll be ready for y'all. Last words, Jeff?
Enjoy the weekend, man.
Do it, man. Stay dry. Stay safe. Peace. Keep hitting that shit double.